I'm Chris Lawrence in Dallas with your headlines from North Texas. Detectives may have just cracked a murder case dating back 20 years. Cole Sullivan is in Arlington, where a tip led police to arrest two men for a second time.
The thing about time is that it never stops, and the world changes with it. This is no longer Jamie's Rhythms, a nightclub where a fight started 22 years ago. And this intersection looks different than summer 2003 when Arlington officers found a shot-up pickup with 26-year-old Tarek Rutherford dead inside. But time does not change everything.
I think what hasn't changed is the work ethic the detectives put into this.
And that just paid off. Arlington police just arrested John Biddle and Raymond Malone and say they're responsible for what they call a gang-related shooting. What changed? A new witness. Officers say placed the suspects near the scene.
We had a brave member of our community that stepped forward and provided that key detail.
The names of those two suspects, Biddle and Malone, are another thing about this case that has not changed even after all these years. Arlington police say detectives tried to bring charges years ago against those two tied to this very same case.
I don't think it was a secret to the detectives who did this case. We have a justice system that requires proof, of course, and that part takes work.
A grand jury declined to charge them back then. Now they're at the Tarrant County Jail. Malone doesn't have an attorney on record, and Biddle's lawyer declined to comment.
Behind the scenes, we're working.
As police kept investigating 22 years, has not changed something else. Rutherford's obituary and the dozens of people who keep commenting on it, how much they still miss him, even after all this time. In Arlington, I'm Cole Sullivan.
The federal government has released millions of dollars aimed at preventing terror attacks in North Texas. Last week, we reported that FEMA was withholding the money as it reevaluates grant funding. Now sources tell us they've released the funds to Dallas, Arlington, and Fort Worth. North Texas is hosting 9 World Cup matches less than a year from now, not to mention all the sporting events, concerts, and conventions before that. Students are starting to head back to school in North Texas, and this year there's a big change coming to Mansfield ISD. The district is opening enrollment at its elementary schools for the first time. Dia Wall spoke with the superintendent about what's driving that decision and what it means for families.
Mansfield ISD is opening its doors to students outside the district for the first time.
So the decision to do that is one that's been discussed for many, many years, honestly.
Destination Mansfield opens these 11 elementary schools to those new students.
They're all built for 800, but they were operating below 500, right? So we knew we had the capacity and the space in 11 different campuses. And we know what a wonderful opportunity we provide to students who are in Mansfield ISD, and we wanted to open that up.
Other districts have already done it. McKinney, Garland, and Frisco ISD are just some of the North Texas districts with similar programs. In its first year, Destination Mansfield received about 100 applications.
I wouldn't call it a pilot year, but it's the initial year, right? Let's watch it, let's study it, let's see how it's going. We still have some in the queue. We may end up letting in around 50% of those that are meeting that criteria to come into the district.
Welcome to Janet Brockett Elementary School.
The criteria includes total student attendance of 96% or more, in addition to limits on unexcused absences and tardies.
And then we're looking at their discipline, because if a student comes into Mansfield, and they may meet that criteria, but if they do come in and their attendance does start to lack, they're missing instruction, they're probably going to be more successful where their attendance was spot on.
Rooted in compassion and inclusivity.
Opening campuses up while showcasing all the district has to offer for parents who have more options than ever.
You're going to have choice, you're going to have rigorous instruction, you're going to have wraparound services, but your child also should come home feeling loved and supported, and that's really, really important.
In Mansfield, I'm Dia Wall.
Rashee Rice pleaded guilty to leaving the scene of a high-speed crash that injured several people, but the Chiefs receiver and former star at SMU says he's a different man.
Yeah, I've completely changed. Honestly, you have to learn from things like that. So I've learned, and I've taken advantage of being able to learn from something like that.
Rice was going nearly 120 miles an hour on a freeway in Dallas last year when he caused this crash. The Kansas City Chiefs star agreed to pay more than $1 million to settle a civil suit. He's scheduled to serve 30 days in jail and may face a multi-game suspension from the NFL. A nonprofit in Denton needs help after their building flooded during a summer storm. Some of the families they serve have been left high and dry. Here again is Cole Sullivan.
Making a first home is not easy.
I had a coffee maker that I had that I made coffee with, and which is now poof.
Poof, yeah.
Watching it wash away is worse.
And now, it's a project.
A flood in Denton in June took independence from 22-year-old Andrew Case.
Did you like living here?
Yeah.
On your own?
Yeah.
But it hurt even more next door. The reason he's able to live alone.
Well, this is the remnants of United for Hope.
Feet of water tore through this nonprofit.
Well, we used to have drywall.
Lori Harrier helps Andrew and other kids and adults with social challenges learn to regulate their emotions and interact with others.
Washed the toys all out throughout the whole entire building, so all those toys had to be cleaned. $7,000 it cost.
The floods are gone, but she's still underwater.
We probably need about $100,000. Yeah.
Flood insurance, she says, isn't covering enough. And to make matters worse, this isn't the first time.
We have endured 3 floods here now, with this one being the worst.
The city of Denton says the 50-year storm overwhelmed their system, and the nonprofit is in a floodplain. They did not answer whether ongoing flood prevention projects will help.
It's like a piece of me is just, it's gone.
It's taken a part of the Case family's plan, too.
Yeah, well, now it's
Empty.
no learning.
And Andrew's goal of going it alone
And learning how to do this in the future sometime.
is now that much harder. In Denton, I'm Cole Sullivan.
A 16-year-old runner from North Texas is making his mark on the track and breaking some records along the way. Cooper Lukenhaus is about to start his junior year at Northwest High School near Fort Worth and just punched his ticket to the World Championships. On Sunday, Lukenhaus beat 2 Olympians and the second-ranked half-miler in the world. He ran the 800-meter in a minute 42 seconds, setting a new world record for anyone under the age of 18. Lukenhaus was in 7th place coming out of the first 400 meters, but
We'll pick it up at,
okay, yeah, that I don't know. That I corrected that, but I was in the process of correcting that when.
Okay, anytime.
3, 2, 1. A 16-year-old runner from North Texas is making his mark on the track and breaking records along the way. Cooper Lukenhaus is about to start his junior year at Northwest High School near Fort Worth and just punched his ticket to the World Championships. On Sunday, Lukenhaus beat 2 Olympians and the second-ranked half-miler in the world. He ran the 800-meter in a minute 42 seconds, setting a new world record for anyone under the age of 18. Lukenhaus was in 7th place coming out of the first 400 meters, but what a closing kick. Video shows him pulling past several runners, finishing in 2nd place and shocking the crowd. Now he's moving on to the World Championships next month, and after that performance, he won't take anyone by surprise in Tokyo. Those are your headlines from North Texas.